Alright, hello everyone, how are you today? So this is the 8th of August and this is on Sunday. So hopefully you have a great weekend. So today, as usual, on Sundays, I cover the Forex pairs and indices and commodities and also news for next week. So let's get to the topic right away. Let me squeeze my face and start the session right now. So, alright, so before starting here, just a quick disclaimer as always. This content today is basically based on my own understanding knowledge. So when you take trades, please do within risk management. And also, if you can follow the guidance rules on this live stream, that would be great. So, how's it going everyone? How's your Sunday? Here in Dubai, it's like 41 degrees, very hot outside and humid, but still enjoying this summertime. So yeah, let's see who's here. Hamza and Sarosh, Danny, Suresh, Arthur and Peter, Waterfall, and John, thank you for joining. And Dinesh, World Tracker, Juan, Anthony, and Bill, and Ashif, thank you for joining everyone, great to see you here. So, alright, so let's see. Let me start the pairs first. I will cover the Forex pairs first. So I have these pairs on my watch list on the right side. These are 21 pairs that I monitor every day. But it doesn't take long to screen charts. Every day I screen these charts, 21 pairs, 3 to 5 times per day, but each screening only takes like 2 minutes, 3 minutes time. So because I use Ichimoku, the way I screen charts is very effective, efficient in time. So today, since this is weekend, we have to look at the weekly chart. So I will cover the weekly time frame on these Forex markets, and then after screening these markets, I will cover gold, which was going down right now last Friday after NFP. The market is going down on gold, so I will cover that one. And also oil, WTI oil I covered, and also indices, US index, Euro index, Japanese index, and a couple of other indexes. Nifty I covered also, and AU 200. And finally, I will cover the news for next week. So let's start from the weekly chart on Euro USD. So this is still ranging as per Ichimoku. The price is in the Kumo now, and the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So this is flat ranging overall. But I do see that the market is in the P wave. I can see that the lower highs and higher lows, and this is called P wave as per Ichimoku. So last week was bearish, but the market is still hanging actually on this trend line here. So next week we might see some bullishness. So in that sense, we might see some uptrend on higher time frames. But once it breaks the trend line and also the support line at 1.1749, it might become bearish. But as far as I look at this weekly chart, we have no clues which way it's going. So basically, I will look at the lower time frames to follow the direction. So Euro AUD, this is also flat ranging as per Ichimoku confirmations. In price action, this is up because the market is on the N wave, bullish. So this is uptrend, but as per Ichimoku, the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat. So this is flat and ranging. But however, we have seen that the Chikou span came above the candles, and also Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, gold cross is visible right here. So once we have this Kumo breakout, we might see some bullishness. But until then, since the market is still in the Kumo on the weekly chart, it can be ranging. So we have to look at the lower time frames to follow direction. And also in this case, we can draw one line here, which is at 1.6128 level, because this is reversal level. Previous supports or here, and also resistance here. So the price is actually on that level, so we might see some bearishness. So simply speaking, I will wait until the market breaks that level and look at the lower time frames, daily chart or lower time frames to follow the uptrend when it happens. If it's going to be resisted at that level, and then I won't look at any trending confirmations in lower time frames. So next one is the Euro Pound. Euro Pound on the weekly chart is going bearish. Now we have Kumo down, Kijun Sen down too, and Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span is below the candles. So this is bearish in terms of price action. This is right now bearish. If you see this a bigger price action also, this is actually bearish in wave. And the market is about to break the support level at 0.8471 level. Once it breaks, the market can be bearish in the long run. And there is a potential breakout next week simply because on the weekly chart, Kumo, Kijun Sen, everything is bearish. So I will be looking for a sell chance from next Monday. So Euro Pound is a good one to watch next Monday. And moving on to Euro JPY, this is ranging too. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Kijun Sen up, Tenkan Sen down. Chikou span is technically above the candles, but it is getting closer and closer to the candles, and this is ranging. So in lower time frames, this is also ranging too. So I was actually looking at the Euro JPY and waiting for the breakout of this 130 level, the round number on the daily chart, but looks like it doesn't happen. It didn't happen last week. Was actually bearish in end wave, and looks like the market is still ranging to me. This is in P wave on the daily chart, so yeah, there's no trend in this case. We might have to wait until Tuesday or Wednesday for the next move in the market in this pair. And Euro CAD is a bit bearish right now. We have this Kumo Senko span B down, and A technically angle is down, and Kijun Sen is pointing downwards. And 2 weeks back, the market was resisted by this Kijun Sen, and it looks like this is going bearish. Chikou span is also below the candles, so we might see some bearishness next week that we can follow in the lower time frames. So I will mark this one also, Euro AUD. And the Euro Swiss franc is bearish in price action. You can see the reversed end wave. However, the price is within the Kumo, and Kumo itself is very small. The Kumo just twisted bearish, but this is like newborn Kumo, so you can't trust this very tiny Kumo here. And also Chikou span is in the candles, so the market might retrace backwards next week. And also the price is near the support level at 1.0737 level. There were previous supports here in the past, so in that sense also the market might be bouncing and going bullish next week. Yeah, this Euro Swiss franc in the daily chart, there was a bullish candle last Friday due to the non-farm payrolls. So we'll see which way it goes next week. But once the market breaks the support level or the previous low in the last daily chart on Friday, which is on the 1.0711 level, then it might go bearish. So simply waiting for the breakout on that level and see if it happens in the market. And moving on to USD JPY. Yeah, USD JPY on the weekly chart is still flat ranging. The market has been a bit bearish for the last month, but in Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen flat, Chikou span is above the candles, so this is a bit bearish. If you look at the daily chart, this is also in the range. It was bearish I was expecting the market continue to go down this way, but after the NFP, the market is going up right now. So now the market is back into the range because the price is now within the Kumo in the daily chart. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat also, so this is range. And after the end of the forecast lines, the market is within the Kumo. So from here, we don't know which way it's going. So simply, I will come back to the chart probably next Tuesday or Wednesday and see if there's any trends in the market. Otherwise, it could be range for the whole next week. So here is the USD Swiss franc. Dollar Swiss franc is also ranging because the price is in the Kumo now. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is flat. Chikou span too close with the candles, it's ranging. And on the daily chart, this is also ranging too. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, price in the Kumo, so this is ranging. Yeah, this pair also went bullish last Friday after the NFP. So we'll see which way it goes. And the next one is USD CAD pair. This is also ranging. If you see the market is in between Kijun Sen and the Kumo, this is range, and the Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat, right? And also the Chikou span too close, so this is ranging right now. And pound dollar is also ranging too on the weekly chart. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is flat, and Chikou span touching, and the market broke the Kijun Sen, and this is in ranging now. So we have this engulfing structure. The previous last week's candle, high and low, is including last week's high and low candlestick. So this is engulfing. So in this case, I would wait for the market to break the previous high from last week at 1.3983 level, and once it breaks, that will be a good time to look for buy chance. So I will wait for that to come. And then the next one is pound JPY. Yeah, pound JPY is bullish to me. It's bullish because the Kumo's up, Senko span A has been moving up, and the Kumo itself is long and thick enough, and Kijun Sen is up, and Kijun Sen bounce was happening on the 19th of July. So looks like the market is heading bullish. Chikou span is also above the candles. And if you look at the daily chart, the market is ranging, so simply I wait until the market comes above the Kumo next week, and Kumo turns towards bullish, and Kijun Sen turns bullish, and Chikou span comes above the candles, and then I will look for the buy chance next week. But until it happens, I won't come back to this chart. But just in case, I will mark this one because it might happen sometime during the next week. And the next one is pound AUD. Pound AUD on the weekly chart is now exactly in the Kumo. So the market looks to be bullish, but it can turn bearish anytime soon. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, so the market can retrace all the way back to Kijun Sen also for the next couple of weeks. So we have to be careful. If you wish to trade on this pair, we have to be careful. In terms of the daily chart, this is a bit bullish. The Kumo's moving up, so we can just wait for the Kijun Sen to come up and then look for buy chance. But if the market continues to go bearish, then it can go down to Kijun Sen, because on the weekly chart that the market is exactly in the Kumo. So just get ready, just be prepared for the retracement that can happen anytime soon. And pound CAD, this one is also ranging chart. The Kumo flat and very tiny, very thin Kumo, this is ranging in the long term. And Kijun Sen flat, mid-term ranging, and Tenkan Sen flat too, and Chikou span overlapping. And on the daily chart, we see the P wave here. We see the lower highs and higher lows in the P wave structure. So the P wave is supposed to break upwards. However, I will be waiting for the market to break the resistance level of 1.7497 level and then look for buy chance afterwards. Because on the weekly chart, it's still ranging, so it can turn bearish anytime soon. It might be resisted at the resistance level of 1.7497 and may turn bearish. So we'll see on that one. And the next one is pound Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc on this weekly is still bullish, but the price still is on the Kijun-sen. So in this case, this is, I would say, ranging or a bit bearish in its price action. So the Kumo is moving up, but this might become fake Kumo, so we have to be careful here. I would avoid taking trades on this pair because it's been ranging and the wicks ups and downwards are a bit too long on these weekly candlesticks. So that means the market is very, very spiky. And the next one is AUD USD. Yeah, this one is also in the Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat. So we have to look at the daily chart. And as per daily chart, this is ranging also. This is completely in the range. This is in the box range. So, but one thing for sure is that this is bearish because the price is below Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, Kumo, and Chikou span is below the candles. So, now if the market will be resisted at 0.7410 level, and then it can break downwards. So, just waiting for that to come next week. Otherwise, I will stay away from this pair. And the next one is AUD CAD. And once again, this is also in the Kumo now. Yeah, so looks like markets are very tricky on the weekly chart. And also the lower time frames too. And also the daily chart is still flat, Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, Chikou span is technically below the candles, so this is a bit bearish. We might see a bearish in the wave next week. And the next one is AUD JPY. Alright, so AUD JPY has been bearish right now, but the price is in between Kijun-sen Kumo on the weekly chart. And also, Chikou span is touching with the candles. So that means from here, on the weekly basis, the market can be tricky. It might be bullish or bearish, and we're not sure which way it's going, or in the range. Could be in the range. So we have to look at the lower time frames to capture the entry edge. And also, AUD Swiss franc is also ranging. Yeah, the Kumo, price in the Kumo now. It can be tricky next week also. And CAD JPY is technically bullish because the price is still above the Kijun-sen Kumo, and Kijun-sen is bullish, and the market has been supported by the Kijun-sen here. So in this condition, I will wait until the market breaks the previous doji candlestick. Once it breaks the previous week's doji high at 88.33, it can be bullish afterwards. So I will wait for that to come. And but we're not sure if it comes tomorrow, if it comes next week or not. If it doesn't, then I will simply avoid taking trades. And the next one, CAD Swiss franc. This is also a bit ranging, but the market might be supported by this Kijun-sen. So we'll see. If it happens, we will see the uptrend in higher time frames. But once the market breaks the Kijun-sen, then it can come back to the Kumo. So yeah, next week is going to be the intersection. And finally, this Swiss franc JPY. This is ranging the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, so it's range. But the market has been supported by this Kijun Sen, so it might turn bullish. And eventually it might become a bullish in the wave like this. But at this stage, we're not sure. It might turn bearish or it might turn range. So that is the whole overview of this Forex pairs. So next week, I will be focusing on the Euro Pound to be bearish, about to break the support level. And also, Euro CAD is also ranging, but this is bearish in the weekly chart. So next week could be on the bearish candlestick. And also Pound JPY is bullish. The Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is up. So we might see a bullish trend next week in lower time frames. But other pairs looks to be ranging, so most likely I will come back to other pairs from next Tuesday or afterwards. So now let's cover the gold. So here is XAU USD. We had a huge sell-off last Friday after the NFP, and the market broke the support level 1790.30 and looks like it's heading backwards to the swing low on the daily chart at 1750.20 level. In terms of Ichimoku, on the weekly chart, this is still ranging. As I mentioned before, the market has been within the Kumo, so the market can be up and down, and we never know which way it's going. So this is bearish in the daily chart, but it might not gonna last that long unless the market breaks the support level at 1750.20. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is flat, and Chikou span has been touching. And as per daily chart, this is also ranging as per Ichimoku, right? Last Friday was bearish, so you might think that this can be on the reversal, like a bearish in the wave like this way. But as per Ichimoku lines, the Kumo flat still, and the Kijun Sen is downtrending, but this is due to this huge spike, and overall Kijun Sen is still flat. And Chikou span broke the candles, but this is technically just broke the candles last Friday. So in this condition, this is range to me. So it might turn bullish next week. So we'll see. But one thing about the price action is that if I just cancel the Ichimoku, in terms of price action, the market broke the neckline of the double top. So in this case, as per price action, what I usually wait for is I will wait for the retest of 1790.30 and look for the bearish in the wave like this. So we'll see if it happens next week. And also, let's see, the WTI crude oil was bearish last week, but still this is supported by the trend line and also Kijun Sen. So we might see the bounce, and next week could be bullish. But once the market breaks these lines, it can be bearish and retraces all the way back to Kumo here. So let's cover some index. So first, covering Nikkei. Nikkei, after the breakout of the P wave on the weekly chart, the Kumo still flat and Kijun Sen flat. Chikou span still overlapping. So the market is supported at 27361 level. So, but once it breaks, it can go down to the next support level at 26906 level, like in this direction. And the next one is Dow Jones. Yeah, Dow Jones has been bullish, like I mentioned last week, and it looks like the market is about to break. And the Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is up right now, Chikou span above the candles too. And if you look at the daily chart, you can also see a slight breakout last Friday. And I think this is significant, is that the market can break, retest, and continue to move up in this direction. the Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is up due to this slight breakout, so it might turn bullish afterwards. So, and also all the US indexes are actually bullish from last week. If you look at the Nasdaq, the Kumo's also bullish, Kijun Sen is also bullish, Chikou span is above the candles too. So next week could also be bullish trend. And the S&P 500 also bullish, the Kumo has been bullish, Kijun Sen bullish, and Chikou span above the candles. The market broke higher. Market broke the previous doji candlestick weekly chart, so this is continuously bullish trend. Yeah, this bullish trend can persist after some time or so due to the NFP report. The tapering could be in place sometime in October or sometime this year, so we'll see how it affects these US indexes. So here is the Euro stocks here. Euro stocks on the weekly chart, the Kumo's bullish, Tenkan Sen is up above, and the market broke the previous doji candlestick and also the resistance level. So I think this is great sign for this continuous uptrend. So yeah, once the market breaks the next resistance level at 42.03, we might see continuous bullish trend. And also this is FTSE 100 is also potential bullish trend. It's ranging as per price action, but we can see that the Kumo's bullish, Senko span A is pointing upwards, and also Kijun Sen is bullish. Yeah, and Chikou span above the candles. So yeah, the market can break the previous resistance level, 7221 level, anytime soon. And let's move on to CAC France. CAC France is nicely bullish trend. Right now the Kumo's up, and Kijun Sen is upwards, and Chikou span above the candles. There was a significant breakout, and I think this is all-time high, so I think the market can go up as long as it lasts. And this is DAX index. DAX index is also potential bullishness because the Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is also moving upwards. Within the range market, if you see Kumo up, Kijun Sen up, this is a potential range breakout towards the direction. And Chikou span above the candles too, so this is breakout potentially. So once the market breaks the resistance level at 15,851, then we might see a continuous bullish trend like in this direction. Next one is Nifty. Nifty is also bullish. The Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is pointing upwards after this breakout, and the Chikou span above the candles too. So the initial target in this case is going to be on the previous, on this round number. The next round number is going to be 16,500. So that will be the target for next week. And the next one is AU200. Yeah, AU200 is also bullish. The Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is bullish right now. After the market break, the resistance level, and also doji breakout, this is now bullish. Yeah, and Hang Seng is bearish right now. Hang Seng, Hong Kong, and also Chinese index is now bearish. So, but still, this is in the Kumo. So from here, it might go up and down. We'll see. We have this engulfing structure also. So we basically have to wait until the market breaks towards either direction. So that covers the whole indices. So let's review some news for next week. Oops, there is no news website, so let me get that one. So yeah, so last week we had big news Well, actually, every week, every first week of the month, we have big news in the Forex. So, yeah, but every time the market news happens last week, it went backwards. So it was very tricky market. I didn't take any trades last week, so because I didn't see any stable trend. So hopefully we catch some nice trends next week. Okay, so here is the news website. Let me enlarge this one. So yeah, I use fxstreet.com, and the next week starts from 9th of August, Monday. We have no big news, only Chinese, but it doesn't really affect this Forex, so we just ignore this one. And Tuesday, we have no big news. So basically, I only look at the news that are highly impacted to the market. So orange, I don't really pay attention. I only pay attention to the red ones. So on Wednesday, August 11th, we have in Germany, we have CPI, Consumer Prices Index. So Euro could be affected by this. And also another CPI X Food Energy will be there in the US. So these two will be important news for next Wednesday 11th. And moving on the 12th, we have only one big news, which is the manufacturing production in pound. So yeah, pound pairs could be affected by this also. And Friday, we have only one report from Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index. So USD can be affected by this news. So next week we don't have any, many numbers of news. So I will follow the technical analysis to take trades. So yeah, that covers the whole basic topics for today. So for the next 20 minutes or so, it's going to be a free chat conversation just to enjoy this relaxing Sunday. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining, everyone. I do see many comments and joiners here on the chat, and also this live stream members. Thank you for joining on this Sunday. Yeah. So let's see. So yeah, let me come back to some comments here now. Let's see. Sorosh says, Kei-san, if you see range weekly, do you look at daily chart to trade or do you just leave? Yes, I do look at the daily chart. Yeah, basically I follow the daily or forward chart trends directions. So I will make sure to look at the daily chart and forward chart every day. Anthony says, NFP affected USD as expected on Friday, but also weakened the JPY and Swiss franc, so-called safe havens. Do you think we should be wary of Swiss franc JPY increase? This happens again at the next NFP in September. Yes, we have to pay attention to JPY and Swiss franc, which is related to US market. And also gold. We have to be careful on gold as well. All right, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you here. Euro JPY, I have mentioned, but this is ranging as per weekly chart. The market is below the Kijun-sen Kumo flat. So, and also on the daily chart, this is also ranging. So, better to wait for the breakout of the support, 128.59 if you're looking for the sell. Otherwise, it can retrace backwards to the Kijun-sen. All right, AP says, when will you be doing the live on the second channel? That's a good question. Sometime next week I will do. Yep. But I will be more active on second channel. I will start to record some videos and upload on second channel. Alright, Preet says, Kay, can you show me which Fibonacci indicator you use on the trading view? As I think I'm doing mistake in picking the indicator. Oh, the Fibonacci level that I'm using is here under this pitchfork, like an indicator or tool, and there is a Fibonacci retracement here. Yeah, this is what I use on TradingView. Alright, Carbon says, why does Japan always have a low interest rate? To stimulate the economy. That's the main reason. Alright, Colin says, what is the soft you use to draw the lines? Oh, you mean these lines? This is called Demo Pro, and it's available in Mac. But I will start to use Windows anytime soon, so I'm still looking for some nice drawing tools in Windows. If you know some, please let me know, because I have been using Mac for over like 6 years, last 5 or 6 years, so I'm too used to Mac. So yeah, Windows is a bit new to me. Okay, let's see. Preet says, okay, in case of gold on the daily time frame, let me switch it to the gold daily time frame. Okay, let's see. Kumo is flat. Hold on. The time frame is the Kumo flat is Senko span B flat with scenario Senko span A showing downtrend. Oh yeah, this Senko span A is pointing downwards, but overall Kumo is flat. So in this case, you don't trust this Senko span A angle. This Senko span A angle is simply caused by this huge spike, so you don't trust this. So in this case, you better wait until the Senko span B to point down and start to look for the sell chance. Whenever there are big movements in the market like this Kumo will be like a funny looking shape like this. But you have to see like overall picture on this Ichimoku indicator. Alright, Darrell, thank you for joining, and thank you for the reminder for the like button. So if you liked it, please press the like button before you leave, and that would be great. Alright, Senko span B is also important. Yeah, Senko span B shows the long-term market momentum. Author says all-time high on CAC France is 6944. Okay, hold on, let me see. I saw the line, so I just mentioned that it's all-time high. But yeah, 6944 will be somewhere here. So let me switch to the weekly time frame. And let's see, if I just squeeze, yep, yeah. There was a high here from the 21st August 2000. So it's long ago. It's a long ago weekly or monthly or yearly resistance level, all-time high. So this is second all-time high here. Second high. Wow. The market is very, very strong. Alright, so let's see. FX Street has good analysis too. Yep, they have providing good analysis always. Okay, who says Bitcoin? Alright, let's check the Bitcoin. It is bullish, but let's see. On the daily chart, yes, it is bullish. The market broke the resistance level of 41450. and it is bullish now. The Kumo's up, Kijun-sen is up also. So yeah, I think this is a good timing to look for buy, technically speaking, by this Ichimoku indicator. Let's see. Trader Steve says, do you have any philosophy on trading or not trading during Japan bank holidays? Bank Japan holidays, I still take a trade if I see any trending markets. Yeah. Even when I see some trending market on JPY pairs, I still take trades because I follow the trend direction by Ichimoku. Let's see, Aurora says, Dear K, next week you mean about 10 days from today. Next week meaning the 5 trading days. So next Monday to Friday is next week. Eva Dream says, hello K, what is your Ichimoku values set up for each line? It's a default. Let me show you. My Ichimoku indicator setting is default. It's a 92652, displacement 26 on TradingView. AP says, I am a scalper and was considering Dubai to live. Oh, that's good. I think that's a good idea as I live in Dubai. He says, as a day trader, can we get residency if we only day trade personally? As long as I have enough fund, you can get the residency visa. It's possible. You have to set up a company and do all these paperwork and you should be fine. Victor says, hi Kay, you can try Epic Pen for drawing on Windows. Oh, thank you for the information. I will write that down somewhere. Epic Pen, okay. I will check that one for sure. Yeah, and in case if there's any difficulties, I will let everybody know. Maybe in second channel or here, and find solutions. Yeah, Windows. I was using Windows when I was in school, and also when I was a full-time worker in Japan, I was using Windows. But afterwards, I switched to Mac for my personal use because it's more handy, convenient. But yeah, now I'm switching back to Windows because the trading-wise, Windows is much better. The MT4, MT5 runs much better on Windows, and also live stream also. Live stream works much better on Windows than Mac, so that's why. I mean, I can do more detailed settings on live streams. So, all right. Johnny says Nifty 50. Yeah, Nifty 50 I have already covered, but for those who are joining newly here, this is bullish. Yeah, the market broke the resistance level, and this is bullish. The market looks to be heading towards the next run number, 16,500. That's a target for next week. All right, thank you for joining everyone. Once again, great to see you here. Great to see you. Citizens Attack says, what is your average time duration per trade? Average time to hold per trade is, I would say, between 1 day to 3 days is my average hold per trade. Simply because I trade Forex, and the Forex market usually goes up and down every week, so I won't hold that long. But when I start to trade indices and also stock markets, I will be holding longer. And that's the true purpose of why I diversify my assets into different markets from October or November. We'll see. Hello, Gabby. Thank you for joining. Great to see you here. And great to see everyone. Carbon says, can we use Ichimoku for scalping? That's actually one of the most frequent asked questions, and I don't recommend to scalp by Ichimoku because Ichimoku is a bit lagging. So I only use Ichimoku in higher time frames. I don't use it in lower time frames. So yeah, you better use like different indicators. Price action lines works, I think, very well for scalping. But to capture the major direction, you can use Ichimoku. But when you really look for the trading edges, you have to use other indicators or price action or candlestick patterns, in my opinion. All right. How much funds do you need to get residency in Dubai? Looks like AP is very curious about living in Dubai. I will talk about it in the second channel. So yeah, let's discuss it over there. Cheyenne says, very informative and effective live. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you for the comment. You're welcome. And Akbar too. You're welcome. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for joining, everyone. Do you trade only daily chart or also the forward chart time frame? I trade both. I trade either daily or forward chart to follow. Arthur says, do you use Hosoda cycle on your chart? Yes, I do. Yes, I do use time cycles in daily chart or above time frames. Trader Steve says, do you ever try and find a scalping edge during Japanese lunch breaks when trading is presumably less? Yeah, that's possible. During the lunch break in Japan, like in 1 hour sharp, right? It's a lunchtime in Japan for 1 hour. Yes, I did some scalping trades. So usually in Japan, lunch break is precisely between 12 to 1 p.m. So between these times, yes, I used to scalp by mobile. Price action lines and Fibonacci bounces for scalping. Nimai says, what things I should learn to be master in it? Price action. You have to master price action. Otherwise, you cannot have deeper understanding of Ichimoku or any other strategies. So, yeah, price action knowledge is the base for everything. All right, Roberto, thank you for joining from Venice. Great to see you here. AP says, you mentioned you are now diversifying. What is the reason? Is it because you feel Forex does not give good trading opportunities or some other reason? I want to switch my lifestyle, and that's why I want to become more of the swing trader, or I want to have some assets into the swing trades, not only day to swing Forex trades, but also swing trades. So that's why. Yeah, so my fund right now is 250K right now in the Forex account, and I will increase it to 300K, and above that I won't do that. I won't increase above 300K on my account. So the amount that I have right now, besides Forex account, I will start to diversify into other markets, other investment opportunities. Assad says, what to use only one time frame? Is it possible? Yeah, that's possible. You can only use one time frame, one single time frame, and Ichimoku is very effective to use only on one single time frame. Let's see. Akbar says, what's what is the best indicator on TradingView to identify time zones like Tokyo, London, New York? I would say sessions indicator is very effective. I use sessions indicator. So this is sessions indicator. You can set the indicator like however you want. So I have to switch back to the Forex. So yeah, sessions indicator captures nicely on each sessions in the market. Like you can pick London, New York, Tokyo, Sydney session, and you can enable, disable any sessions in this indicator. So personally, I use this to capture Tokyo box, Tokyo time, Tokyo session, but you can use this for any sessions. Author says, which book do you recommend for price action? I would say for price action, I would say hold on, what was the name of the book? I forgot. It's on my website. I have read it many times and I learned a lot, but I forgot the name of the book. So hold on, let me see. It was a long time ago I read that book. So for technical analysis, trading price action, this one is very good, by Al Brooks. Stuart says, can you explain what you mean by understanding price action, because I heard many versions and yours is different as you follow trend. So after all, price action, what I mean by price action is the candlestick patterns. So engulfing, breakout, and also price action like double top, head and shoulders. These chart patterns are what I mean by the price action. Yeah, it's effective to see overall market, and also even you look at the 5-minute chart or lower time frames, price action is very effective. Preet says, TradingView, trading on Windows is very good. Okay. Thank you for clarifying my doubts for today. Have a nice relaxing Sunday. Yep, you too. You too. If, as per Ichimoku analysis, the price is bullish but the price is getting too close to the previous all-time high, would you still take a long trade? Yes, as long as Kumo's up, Kijun-sen up, and Ichimoku shows uptrend at the resistance level, I still take a trade and expect the market breaks the resistance level and takes off from there. Akbar says, so if only select Tokyo, then that becomes my Tokyo box indicator. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's exactly how I capture the Tokyo box. So I only enable the Tokyo session, and I have only Tokyo boxes like this. Nimai says, as I am a beginner, what is your suggestion to me? So I suggest you to study first, have a good knowledge about price action and lines, support level, resistance level, like supply and demand. You have to understand that. And also fundamental news, like what kind of news can affect the market. And after you have this good understanding, then simply backtest and get enough stats before you take trades. I recommend everyone to take at least 100 trades, at least 100 backtesting trades, and have the stats. Yeah, 10 trades, 20 trades is not enough. At least 100 or more. If you have 200 or 500, that's even better before taking trades on the real moving market. And make sure that you have the profit factor to be 3 or more. The profit factor is the risk-credit ratio. So you want to have PF to be above 3. And that should be a goal for backtesting. Okay, Dynamics says any indicator which shows same behavior in all time frames. That will be the lines, support line, resistance lines. Or these are not the indicators, these are the simple lines. Or pivot points are not really affected by the time frames because these are also fixed price levels, pivots. Let's see. Akbar, you're welcome. Stuart says, what are your best time frames to trade? Daily or the forward charts? Aditya says, Mr. K, any plans for live streaming explaining the entry edge before direction change? Yes, when I hold some positions, I will talk about it. And also, if you look back my past archive, there are videos, there are previous live streams where I talk about the lower time frame entries, so you can come to the archive because everything is saved in the archive. This one is also saved in the archive, and future live streams, everything will be saved on the archive. So yeah, Carbon, you're welcome here. You're welcome. Citizens Tech says, what is your opinion on trading binary options? I do also trade like IQ option, pocket options. So my trading journey started from binary options. I was using one of the brokers in Australia and doing binary options. I was watching charts, but I didn't take trades on the platform, but I was taking binary options because simply I thought it's interesting. It's buy or sell, it's up or down, simply two choice, and I thought it's simple. So I did that, but I think binary options is very risky because you can't manage risk. You can't manage you can't manage the when to exit. You can't have control over exit timings, and also sometimes entry timings are also fixed. So I think it's a bit difficult. And also, if you compare the binary like line charts to the actual markets, the movements are slightly different sometimes. So I think that's a risk. I would say after becoming a full-time Forex trader, the Forex trades, even Forex trades, is much easier than binaries. That is my opinion. It says, Kay, do you mean by diversifying was stock investments? Yes, stock investments are also indices investments. Hopefully, I will be in the right timing in the market in October, November, but we'll see. We might see some crash. If that's the case, then I won't touch these. But yeah, if the uptrend is still persistent, then I will start to add some positions, little by little, on these markets. Trader Steve says, did you ever try and take trades at the immediate open of the Sunday New Zealand Open sessions? Never will. Yeah, we have to come back. We have to come back to the chart Monday after Asian or during the Asian session. Yeah, I used to try that. I used to wake up in the morning in Japan. When I was in Japan, the New Zealand Open is very early in the morning in Japan time. I think it was like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in Japan time, because I knew that there was a gap in between Friday and Monday because there was a big news over the weekend, something about the Trump tweets. So I was expecting that there was a big gap in between. So, and usually the market filled the gap, and it did on that day. On Monday, it did fill the gap towards the end of the Asian session. So I was about to sell and get that profit on Monday morning. So I wake up at like 3 a.m. in the morning and get ready to take the sell. And I was exactly seeing the market open Monday morning, and the market was very spiky. The market was very spiky, and due to the volume size in the market, the spread was very high. The spread was like 5 pips or 10 pips. It was too wide, but still I tried to execute the trade, but I wasn't able to. I pressed sell buttons many times, but I wasn't able to execute. So since then, I never watched the Monday Open. All right, Nimai, you're welcome. And Arthur and Nguyen, you're welcome too. Okay, so Carmen, you're welcome too. And I guess it's time to end the live session today. So once again, thank you for joining, everyone. Let me enlarge my face. Looks like there's a lag in between this audio, my voice, and also this video webcam. And hopefully it will be fixed when I switch over to Windows. Yeah, so anyways, thank you for joining, everyone. I hope we have a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you on the next video session or the live stream. So looks like the case for the COVID is still increasing worldwide. In Japan, it's also increasing day by day. So I hope yourself, your family, and friends, everybody's healthy in safe condition. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay gold, all right? Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.